Young girl, don't cry. You're not alone in the fight. The broken, the unspoken, we can't heal if the door is open. If it's like you can't see your heart bleed, you cry and ignore when you are ill. When the wrong, the pain in life I kept to see. Today for the open land, be strong, be brave. You're too far away from the grave. Stand tall. We are here. We don't know the spirit of fear. We will overcome. Yes, we will overcome. We will overcome. Yes, we will. We will overcome. Yes, we will overcome. We will overcome. Yes, we will. Liberia, when will we stop being the inferior? I vulnerable children, stripped of their innocence. It feels like no one is to see your heart is bleeding. You cry and ignore when you are ill. When the wrong, the pain and lies I kept to secret to gain for their own benefit. Be strong, be brave. You're too far away from the grave. Stand tall. We are here. We don't know the spirit of fear. We will overcome. Yes, we will overcome. We will overcome. Yes, we will. We will overcome. Yes, we will overcome. We will overcome. Yes, we will. Liberia, we can't give up. They have turned their backs on us. Liberia, we can't give up. Liberia, we can't give up. Say it a little louder. They have turned their backs on us. Liberia, we can't give up. Young girls, don't cry. You're not alone in the fight.
Liberia, Liberia, Liberia. When will we stop being the inferior? Liberia, Liberia, when will we stop being the inferior? I woke up this morning wondering what my lesson would be for the day. That's how I always do anyway. But since last week, a week before, the whole topic in Liberia has been about the ANC debacle, the CPP debacle, Alec Cummings' failure as a man, as a man before a leader. What is going on in Liberia today is a total shame and disgrace. People think it's politics. Yeah, it's politics to some extent because this is where all of this generated from. But it is total shame and disgrace in my country today to see what is going on, to see the educated people in our society with our morals, with our principles. You know, it hurts. And I'm not in a mainstream Liberian society. I'm not. Or people will be watching my show. Maybe they will come on in the future. Maybe when we come to our senses and sensibilities, we'll realize somebody got to lead us. We got to take criticism. Our lives are messed up. Totally. What's going on in Liberia today are things that go on among the children who don't know better, who don't want to know better, who God has turned his back on. This is what's going on in Liberia today. Because from whence we came to where we are today, I know it's not our fault. Foreigners did it to us. Foreigners kill our leaders, displace us to bring us down to where we are today because we follow them. Because we have nothing to stand on for ourselves. And when these things occur, we are like empty vessels because we have nothing to stand on as a people. We have nothing to really believe in as a nation. So when these things happen to us, we are hollow because we have no essence. As Liberian people, we have no essence. That's why today I don't even bother with family. I don't even think I have family in Liberia because we have no essence. And from where I stand today, when I look around me, I cry. I've cried on this show where Ella Cummings that did that thing. To see educated people doing this kind of thing here, a man like me, I cry because I come from substance. I come from essence. And when I see people without essence, especially my people without substance, I cry. I cry, one, because we're lost. I cry, two, because even if I try to help them, my life is in danger. My reputation, my survival. Look at me today. I'm one of the only Liberian people who has now risen to power in Liberia, besides my friends. Now I'm talking about people who I know and grew up with. I'm one of the few people that are not running around here feeling comfortable. But when I look around me, I'm hurt. I am deeply hurt to see my country as it is, to see my educated people as they are behaving, as they are demonstrating their ignorance to the world because of greed. All of this is because of greed. Power. People won't lead. People see the vacuum in our country. We have a vacuum, a leadership vacuum. Just we are them not leaders. Just we are them are idiots. When we talk about real leaders, we have a vacuum in our country. From Toba to today, there has been a great vacuum of leadership. Leadership, the essence of leadership in our country. There's a vacuum. Toba then were the last people that really cared about Liberia. The rest of the people since Toba is about ourselves. Who can be power? Who will achieve? Who will replace Toba? Who will replace Tutman? That's why we have not progressed. You listen to Liberian people today, we still talking about bringing our country back to where we were in 1980. Listen to Liberian people, because we have lost essence. And I sit down here today, I look at it, it started with family. The family broke down. The family broke down. After the coup, the family broke down. People left the country. The other family that were in Liberia had to struggle on their own. The people in America, some of us here had to struggle, so we couldn't connect with the people in Liberia. The people who could help in America, some of them didn't go to school, they didn't advance themselves because they had to work to help support people in Liberia. Few of us stayed in school. I've been in school all my life. I'm still a student. I'm still a student. And there are some things going on in the world that I still learning myself that I was naive to. Like the greed of men and evil of men in the world. These people are evil. They are wicked. I didn't know that the people in this world were wicked. I didn't know that when people give you something, you got to pay them back. I didn't know that when you're working for government, when people give you job, you owe other people something. I didn't know that. I thought we were working because we love our country. I thought when I get a fucking job, I got it because I love my country. But I didn't know I had to be attached to paying people or owing people for giving me a job when I'm qualified for the job. I really didn't know all that shit. I'm just learning it. I've been naive because I've been learning what was in the book. And what was in the book is fucking different than how people behave in reality. And that's why I'm fucking confused. I'm still trying to put grabs because I've been in school all my life. Now I'm getting into reality. And it's hurting me. Because I see you can't trust nobody. White man, black man, blonde man. None of these bitches are worth any shit. All people deceitful. All men, white men, black men, brown men, they are all deceitful bitches. And I'm getting all of this thing. I'm looking at the world. I'm like, this is not what I learned in school. No. This is not what I learned. And every day I look around me, I see the wickedness. I see the greed. I see the people fighting for power, influence over other people. Even me, as an educated as I am, people trying to control me. People trying to control my writing, my thinking. And I'm like, what's wrong with these motherfuckers? Trying to control me. And you gotta understand, it's hurtful. It is hurtful for an educated man like me who believe. I believe in what I read. I believe in what I learn. I believe in what I go to church and learn. I believe about Jesus. I believe about the Holy Ghost. But then when I see the behavior of men and the same people that teach me the shit, behaving like dogs and animals, greed for money, for material things. The same people that teach you the thing trying to destroy you, trying to deceive you, and lie to you. It's hurtful. So now when I cuss at myself, I wonder if I'm going fucking crazy. Because it's all an illusion. It's all an illusion, my children. It's all an illusion. They will tell you, oh, be good, love this. And the same people telling the thing are the most wicked people under the sun. The same people teaching you these things are the same people who want to put the pin on you, they keep you down for money, for power, for racism, for wealth, for tribalism. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. And for me, coming out of school and coming into the real life and comparing and contrasting what I learned and what I see going on in the world today, people think I'm part of that. I'm not. I'd rather suffer and die for what I believe in than to live in this deceitful shit. So I build in my nation, and certain people got their own desires and their own wishes, and just corrupt as just anybody else. Everybody I've worked with in this world wants something for themselves. Everybody, the most honest people, they want something for themselves too. Because they know they're honest. Everybody else not like that. 1% of the people in the world honest. The rest of us are hustlers. We're hustlers. And you got good hustlers and you got bad hustlers. Good hustlers are the people just hustle. Not to hurt other people. Not to lie and deceive and bring other people down, but just to get their own. Just to get a piece of the pie. Chicken in my own. Those are the good hustlers. The bad hustlers are the people who use any means to get what they want. Lying, cheating, hurting, deceiving. We live in a fucked up world. This is a fucked up world, and we gotta admit it. I mean, if I can say it, you better believe it. If I can say it, you better believe it. What I've seen in this world and the people I've associated with, it breaks my heart. That's why people suffer. Oh, there's so much suffering in the world today because of greed, racism, tribalism. That's it. Influence all other people. Because that will give you greed. To want to control other people, to want to lead other people, to want to dominate other people. So I don't want, let me give my lesson, then we'll deal with all of this, okay? So after sitting down for a while, I said, what am I going to talk about today? And I look at my country. I look at Elliot Cummings. I saw the show with those two lawyers, a luscious two and another president, and the shit they were talking. That their job, they were trying to make money, they were the defense. But it goes to the core of our country, the very roots of our country. Somebody was just asking, is the party system good for us? Is it uniting us or dividing us? Then we look to America. Is the party system good for America? Look where Donald Trump has brought us. Look where the past. I'm bringing into a system of evaluation. So we can evaluate this shit. I'm looking at the system now as we had it before Donald Trump, where all of us accepted the system as it was. All of us accepted law and order. All of us accepted what we have been taught. right? This go on for years. They will bring Donald Trump in. He's the exception. He's the bad hustler. The hustler who don't give a damn about anybody else. The hustler who cares about race. Because he knows in his race, they are superior to the world. So if he can associate with his rich people, with the money and wealth, they can dominate and suppress the rest of the world people. So those are bad hustlers. Their intentions are evil. And he connects with other people like him. And all of this is generated on greed, materialism. It started with The Apprentice. That's a greed. Money, 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 money. It destroyed the world. God, Donald Trump controlled the world because of greed, materialism, his helicopters. I abhorred that show. I never liked that show. To see a little useless ass like Donald Trump Jr. and for Ivanka telling people of substance that they fire, that they don't know what they're doing. I'm looking at these people. I say, who are these people sitting down there like this? They're useless boy, Donald Trump Jr. And there's the girl who don't know shit, Ivanka Trump, because of their power. Sit down and disparage other people in the world, and these people think it's good that Donald Trump is all of that. No, I come from a different school. I don't come from a school of materialism. I come from a school of human sacrifice. And everybody in my area is not as privileged as Donald Trump and his children. And I will not sit there and let Donald Trump and his children talk to me like the way those bitches let them talk to them. I will get up and cuss that motherfucker. I will not let it. But this is materialism. And all of this divides us from our spiritualism. It divides us. It divides us from our spiritualism. When we get into materialism so much, we forget about God and the things that God gave us. You think God cares about profanity? That's why I agree with Prophet Key. Words are made to be used. It depends on how we use them. The feelings we attach to the words that make them significant. But words are made to be used. They are made to be used. And spiritualism is deep, 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 deep. Because when you get into spiritualism, the more you get into understanding something, the deeper it gets. The deeper you want to go into spiritualism. That's why education is a never-ending process. And understanding our world is something that only a few people can really understand. A few people can really decipher the mystery, the myths from the realism. We live in a messed up world. Many times I think this world is a matrix. You know what the numbers is flowing? I think that we are so influenced by aliens. Music is a significant means of communication in the world. That's why you see all through our religious studies. David sang and danced. All our holy people sang and danced. And the Catholic Church, the tunes we sing have messages of holy significance. Gloria Patria Filio Spirituri Sancti. Amen. Why you think those things have those kind of sounds? And one of the things I've gravitated towards the Catholic Church for, the singing. It has a spiritual tone to the singing that differs from the singing of other religious domination. That's what makes the Catholic Church the universal church of the world. That's the first church. And from that church, the singing, the sounds are made to synchronize with the universe, to synchronize with the spiritualism. Everything is connected. Let me start my lesson down. We're getting more into my topic because I don't want to get into spiritualism as I see it. Then I gotta go deep, 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 deep because I don't want to leave my people hanging. Because politics is not everything to hear. Politics is just a superficial bullshit. We see the deeper shit is spiritualism. And from this spiritualism evolves who we are, the essence of the things we treasure, the essence of who we are as beings, not as black, white, blue people. No. The essence in us. That thing when we die, that leads us, that go to heaven. That's the essence that make us who we are. And if we tap into that kind of essence, we tap into the universe. And that's where teachers, educators, people like Gandhi, me, and a few others dwell. We delve in that kind of spiritualism that does not encompass money or wealth or materialism. It will come. When you into that spiritualism, you are in the top few of the world. Everything comes. Money, wealth, everything comes. Well, it's not your being. It's not your essence. So it doesn't matter to you. There are deeper things that I seek for than money and wealth and power. When you want to know, when you have the essence of a teacher or a learner, you're never satisfied with delving and seeking for knowledge and what makes the world go round, what makes human being who we are, what makes us think the way we think, what makes us exist. When you want to find out those things and you are determined to find out those things, then you become a teacher. Then you are removed from materialism. You are removed from physicalism into the spiritualism. And your understanding becomes greater and more factful because other people around you will not be able to understand your level of thinking or advancing. Other people will not be able to. Even those you want to help, until they reach a certain level of comprehension, they will not understand it, and your life is in danger. Your life is in danger. Because when I look at my community right now, and I look at Liberia right now, my country is fucked up. It is. The mentalities of our people are so low, it's frightening for me. It's frightening. It is frightening. And you ask yourself, do you want to be in that midst? Even in America here now, at the level I am now, I see that even many educated Americans, They are educated because of television, of the people around them. When you sit down and watch television, you can't be dumb in this country. When you watch the game shows, you can't be dumb. Listen to all the questions they ask the people. You just get knowledge. Right now, you ask me, what is a quarter of a man? You know, there are certain questions they ask over and over in the game shows. It becomes repetitive. You don't have to read to know the answer. You just hear the question. You remember the question from the shows. Because everything in this country is repetitive. Look at all the game shows. If you sit down to watch game shows every day, from morning to night, you will know every damn question on the game shows. You'll be able to win game shows just from watching the game shows. Because they repeat all the questions. On every game show, they repeat some aspect of the questions over and over and over. So it becomes repetitive. And that's the learning curve for this country. Look at the news. When something happening, they go over the news over. Repetition. Repetition builds the society, builds the understanding. And if we had that kind of level of thinking in our country and people in our country, our whole country will grow. We're scared to educate our people. If we have had a lot of Americans in our country, not even white, but blacks who understand American system, and I'm talking about the ghetto blacks now. I'm talking about hard-working black American people who go to wake up every morning, go to work in the police, army, and construction, do the shit. They got black people, plenty of black people that are here. These people know what happened in the world. These people are smart. They are smarter than majority of the Liberian people. If we get these people in our society will automatically grow. Because of the caliber of thinking of these people. These people are hard-working people. These people understand what it means to get up every fucking morning and go to work. And come home and cook and have a family and make a living. And these are the things we don't understand in Liberia. We understand it on the traditional setting. But the traditional setting is mediocre. It's mediocre. What the tribal people got to do? Sit down in the village and just sing all day, go hunting, come back, sing all day. No. The world has grown. People need profession. People need to grow. People need to interact. People need to talk. Ritualistic killings and all these things will minimize when we get people, middle class people from different societies, just middle class, not high class. Not you. It doesn't even have to be upper middle class. It can be lower middle class. We just need an infusion of a mass group of people into our society. Our country will change with good leadership, with good court systems. Our country will change. That's all. Leadership and court system, justice, law. Don't mess with the law. You can mess with anything else. When it comes to our courts, you don't mess with the courts. You don't mess with the law. Not even the judges mess with our laws. If our judges are incompetent, they are fired. Because our law is a profession of its own. It's a career by itself. These are the people that ensure peace and stability in our country. Our law courts, that's why you don't mess with the courts. That's why our judges serve for life, because they are technocrats. Because the more you stay in a position, you learn. Except you're a dummy and we'll kick you out. But the more you stay in a position, you learn. And we evaluate you. You see? We evaluate you. Because all these things bring meaning to the system of governance. Justice is a fundamental system of governance. Excuse me. When I get deep into spiritualism, I start to cry because that taps into my deep emotions. But these are the things we're talking about. It doesn't mean that I'm crying, but it just means that my feelings are heightened. If we don't understand these aspects of leadership, of human essence or essences, our country can't grow. You can't have good leadership. So I keep talking. Let me get into my lesson. One, Liberians are cursed. Yes, we are cursed. From every damn example, we are cursed. Two, how does the infighting in CPP make CDC look? Three, follow the Tony Commander, Galpohkpa Chesson. Now, this is just a continuation of my introduction. Liberian people are cursed. Look at our standard of living forever. It's mediocre. It's mediocre. The few people that live well in our country are the same people, that are responsible for the problems that we're going through today. They are responsible. Because everything they've done rests on greed, rests on materialism, rests on their desires to live above the society. Because there's no way that our country should be like this if we have real educated people who understand leadership. There's no way. There's no way. Even under my pa, me and my pa used to get in big problems. Me and my pa used to knock heads a lot. Because I was growing, I was going into political science. I was doing political science on Cotton. And he was a government official. And many times me and my pa used to knock homes. And I realized that it wasn't so much because of his greed as it was his misunderstanding of the needs of our people and the needs of our society and community. Instead of basing it on what the foreigners say, having people evaluate our country and see what our people need. Yes, we need the basic things that other countries need: roads, hospitals, but there are other things that are innate to the Liberian society that we need to concentrate on. That are innate to our unification and integration that we need to focus on. And we need specialists, man. We can't just pick people, everybody, because we'll pick you to do this because you educated. No. Many are called, but few are chosen. You think I will go out there and just pick educated people among Liberian people to come handle my affairs because you got a damn degree? Hell no. I gotta know that you can perform. I gotta know that you discipline. I gotta know that you produce. I gotta know that you can start shit and finish shit. They got plenty of educated people that are damn confused and useless. I know plenty of them. And I won't kick them in the gonads. Because you can't get them jobs. That's why our country is so screwed up and cursed today. Because of the wickedness. We are spiritually mediocre. We are spiritually immature. We are spiritually underdeveloped. We are. And when you're spiritually underdeveloped, you cannot demonstrate that in the physical. There's no way you can demonstrate that in the physical. because the spirit controls the mind, and the mind overrides the physical. You gotta understand the essence. So in Liberia, we are spiritually mediocre. The white people more advanced than us spiritually. The Indian people more advanced than us spiritually. I am more advanced than Liberian people to some level spiritually. I am. Except they will try to put shit in my pot and poison me. And that lower level spiritualism to poison people with shit like that. Spiritualism, when I can control your destiny with my mind, when I can control your existence with my spirit. That's spiritualism. Not poisoning the people and using juju and cutting people's head off to do. No. No, my mind is so developed. I don't need juju to rise to power. I don't need to fight to be president of Liberia. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I got the mind. I can be president of Liberia anytime. I need the money. You see, you don't understand shit. I can be president of Liberia anytime because I have the ability to manipulate the minds of the masses of the Liberian people. But in order to do that, I need money to produce the paperwork, to pay people to distribute the work, to get the plane to drop my messages, to do everything. I need money. But I alone have covered 50% of what I need to be a leader. My knowledge. The other thing is physical now. Money to influence people. That's why I need money. I don't need nothing else but money. I got the divine power. I got the divine understanding. Now all I need is the cash to put my mentality into action to get what I want. I'm already blessed. But then you ask yourself, what does God want me to do? That is the block. That is the hold up. That's the only hold up. For me leading Liberia and Liberian people. That's the only hold up. Because when God has a message for you, your personal interest and desire and ambitions and everything is out the window. And if you don't seek to understand what the divine is trying to tell you, your life becomes miserable. And you become a lost soul. Because you become like Jonah. God tell you go do this. You tell me, God, no. That's too difficult for me. No, God, no. I'm going to play bingo. You give me a break. I'm going to Foxwood. You telling me to go to Liberia? Shit, you better eat the people. You want me to go? No, I'm going to Foxwood to go gamble. Jesus said, hell no, bro. You're going to have some accidents along the way. Bam. When you look, you end up in Liberia. Worse than if you had gone in the first place. Because you knew you had a mission to go to Liberia. You knew it. All of us know it. All of us who are Liberian patriots know that we have a message and a mission to go to Liberia. But we're trying to dodge it. We're trying to say, no. We want to do it. We want to do that. We want to have our own way. It can't happen. It can't happen. You see me doing this show here? I didn't want to get up this morning. I didn't want to get up this morning. That's my wife. So now I don't want to get up, but I got to get up. This is my mission. If I want to see Liberia change, I got to do this, whether I like it or not. And I don't. Sometimes I don't. Look how many people I woke up. I got one person watching my show right now. Why would I wake up in the morning for one person to watch my show? I don't have to do this thing. I really don't have to do it. But Jesus said I got to do it for Liberia to rise. Because what I'm doing is not for the people who watching my show. It's for the people who will come after me. After all the Liberian people fighting in Liberia now, for the children who will come after me to understand why we're fighting now, why there was so much destruction in Liberia, why our system went down. They will watch my show and they will see it. Because I'm sincere. I'm not only talking about elections and all of that. I'm talking about the core problems of my country. So I'm not doing a show for one person. I'm doing it for thousands and thousands of people to come. That was when I woke up this morning. You don't know how I woke up at 1 o'clock. My eyes just pop open, whether I want to wake up or not. Sometimes I just sleep and my eyes just get up, open. And I said, oh, Jesus, I got to get up and do this show. This is a divine mission to do this. Because I got the ability to lead Liberia. All I need is some money. If I have money, and the people I got, my people in Liberia right now, I can shake that whole damn system in Liberia right now. I can shake it. And y'all know it. Some people, if people here watching my show, who know it, but it's just jealousy. Bitterness. Some people see me doing the thing, they get so angry because of jealousy. They don't know why they're angry, but they just get angry. They're just doing it. But they know I've been struggling with this thing for years. When I started, they would say, oh, look at that man, he will fail. But I've been doing it for almost 40 years now. That's why I tell you, sometimes I don't want to get up. Because I've been doing this so long. I said, Lord, what am I doing this thing? Like my people are not changing. That's why I asked my God, Jesus, this morning. I said, Jesus, why are you waking me up to do this show? My people not listening. My people don't want to grow. My people don't want to advance. Look at in this day and age, our educated people changing documents around. What example are they leaving for our young children? Or Mele Cummings, or highly educated and professional Mele Cummings, and all these lawyers. They said they didn't do nothing wrong. But did you know that after the lawyers, who are the professional people, who are the technocrats, when they sit and finalize a document and say it is finalized and give it to you to go file, you cannot sit down and start changing things on the document again. No, you can't do that. That in a sense is ignorant. It's ignorant. It's a dummy ass shit to do. And for any companies then to do this thing and come and say, oh, it's not different, it's the same thing. What do you think we are, asses? You see, it makes me cry. These are the kind of people I go work with. I can't work with LA companies then. You do that kind of thing to me? That pure stupidness. Because you know there's no benefit in it for you. So why will you change it? He comes and says, oh, there's no benefit for me, there's no benefit. Then why the fuck did you change it? Why the fuck? And there's no difference. 2 eyes is 2. And 2 is 2. So why will you change the 2 eyes and put 2 when the lawyer saw it and said, oh, it's okay, let's stay there, let's move on. So why would you change a document to prove what? That you're smart? After the lawyers have gone over the documents and given it their blessings, then you sit down like a damn dummy and change shit around. Then you say it's the same. 2 is 2, 1 is 1. You see, they kind of, even Prophet Key know better. Even Prophet Key was talking about But you see, Papi, you can't bring the lawyers because the lawyers looking for the money. So the lawyers know that there's no case there for LA Cummings, but they will make a case. Because no matter how frivolous or stupid or asinine it sounds, they won't get paid. You can't go to law school to get a law degree for nothing. And everybody need a defense. Everybody need defense. So if I'm a poor damn lawyer and you hanging there, nobody will defend me, I'll come defend you. I will make up some kind of shit if I'm smart. But it's not that the lawyers are smart. It's the Liberian people are gullible. The Liberian people are not educated enough to know when they are being deceived and misled and lied to and bamboozled and fooled and misled and run amok. It's Liberian people. It's not the lawyers. The lawyers know what they're doing. They do things to fool this Liberian people. To have your there clapping, oh, muya, 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 yeah, muya, 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 muya. Yeah, while they changing shit on your, you're sitting down there, the stupid asses yelling muya. That's not the lawyer's fault. They did their job. They got the muya, muya, muya yelling. They got the people confused and everything. So our standard of living has not changed. From the time I was born to this very day, 99% of Liberia's population has been illiterate. I'm 63 years old. 63, going on, I'm 64. You 64 years old now. 63 finished. I'm 64. You this old in my life. And from the day I was born to this day, 99% of my population is illiterate. Even after killing all the people, before the war, we were only 1 point something million people. Now we are 5 million people. And still, 99% of this population is illiterate. What does that tell you about my people? We have not advanced 1 iota. We have advanced. So we're cursed. And we don't even know we're cursed. We don't know we're cursed. And we are cursed because our educated people are cursed. They can get all the damn PhD in the world. They can get all the, everything in the world. When the focal point of their existence is hustle. There's no hope for Liberia and Liberian people. So if Alec comes then can just lackadaisically deal with the administration of their group, what do you think about the Liberian people? When our leaders are not good administrators, when our leaders are not 4 thinkers and 5 thinkers, when our leaders do not think for us but for themselves, there's no hope for our country. And that's where we are right now. 3 weeks we have been on this one topic of tampering with our document. How long will this shit last? We're almost 1 month now. We've been talking about this thing. We're going to the 2nd month. And let me tell you something. Joseph Boca needs to take the leadership of the CPP. What's his problem? If this is his time to lead, he needs to take the damn leadership of the CPP. So we can see if Joe Boca can lead. I agree with Prophet Key. Joseph Boca has never led. Joseph Boca has never led. He has always been the second man. He's always been the horse in the barn, sleeping. If he must lead Liberia, let him lead the CPP out of this debacle. Let him take the leadership of the CPP and stop this infighting, stop this useless bullshit, meet the punishment out to LA Cummings that needs to be meted out to him, and demonstrate leadership of the CPP before you take over Liberia. I agree with Prophet Key. Joe Boca needs to take over the head of the CPP, and let's see if he can lead this organization. Because Joe Boca has never been a leader. He always been a second man, complaining that he been sitting down, he been acting. Let him take the lead of this shit and stop this problem. Because if Joe Boca can't stop this problem in the CPP, he can't lead Liberia. Prophet Key is right. I was listening to Prophet Key this morning, and you are seeing the same thing. That Joe Boca been sleeping too long. He need to get up and solve this problem. There is no way an old man like that in CPP will be sitting down and these young, immature children will be fighting over power business, or framework business, and Boca sitting down. What Boca doing there? What is Boca doing there? It's time to question Boca. It's time to question Boca's leadership, competence, and ability. Because there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. And you people can see I'm on my second topic now. I finished with that. Go over the curse. It comes in. Look at Joe Boca. The man who has been our leader for almost his whole lifetime. He's sitting down there, and this party is falling apart. And what's his say on it? And let me tell you something. No matter what the CPU does, can make the CDC look good. The CDC is trash. That's a slum leadership. There is nothing good can come out of George Weah. So nobody can make him good or bad. George Weah can't get up and say he want change. He will win the election because of this and that. George Weah is slum. Just forget about George Weah. Okay? There's nothing good can come out of George Weah. Nothing good can come out of George Weah. Take it from me. Nothing good can come out of George Weah. He finished. Okay? We look at the CPP. Can anything good come out of these useless people? Can anything good come out of these people? Boca got to demonstrate leadership now. We want to see Joseph Boca rise to the helm and demonstrate leadership of the CPP. He can't hide. We don't want Nyomdi Kanga. She's a fluke. Get that woman out of here. We don't want Nyomdi Kanga. Her time finished. Let Joseph Boca take the head of this organization and show us if he got balls. I want to see if Joseph Boca got balls to lead the Republic of Liberia. This is his time. His pre-presidential test. Take the helm, Joe Boca. My final topic. My Liberian people, I am Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson. I'm an attorney of the Republic of Liberia. I'm a commander because I'm Special Forces of the United States Army. I am a trained military specialist. It is time for me to rise to the helm of Liberian leadership. Because all around me, my people have failed. I've always supported people. I never cared about directing the path and future of my people. I never really cared about it. But now my education is finished, and it's time for me to lead. And I've seen the wickedness of the world. People are wicked. People are wicked for power and greed and money and government. No matter how good you are, when you come into government, you will see wickedness that may change you. And we don't need this kind of wickedness in Liberia. That's the wickedness the foreigners have taught us. We must set a new path for our country and people. I am an experienced man in community leadership. I am an experienced man in law and order in my country. I'm an experienced man in discipline as a correctional officer. So I'm prepared all around to set a better path for Liberia and Liberian people. And I'm proffering myself to my people to be a leader of them, to set the path for a new direction for our country and our people. The time for a new Liberia and Liberian people's path is now. Give me the opportunity to provide it for you. Follow me. Follow me. And we will reach the promised land together. Aluta. Continua. I am with the Holy Trinity. I am a Christian. I submit to the three in one, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. If you want us to restore our Christian heritage and be blessed again by the Holy Trinity through Jesus Christ, follow me. I am not a holy man. I am a leader. I follow the laws of the Republic of Liberia that are blessed by the Holy Trinity. So it does not encompass any special tribe, group, nation, but encompass the whole of Liberia and Liberian people. So Christianity is the faith of our nation. Other people got their Muslim nations. Our nation, though secular, rests on the two principles of Christianity: love your God and love each other as yourselves. And that's all we stand for. So no matter whether you're Christian, Muslim, atheist, whether you're Vai, Kru, Bassa, Mano, Congo, America, we are one people, one nation. And that's what sets us aside and apart from other African nations and peoples. We are the melting pot of the African continent. Follow Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson. Aluta! Continue. Have a good day. My class is done.